Let's see if GraVe can equalize the series here right now. We are on Frost. Fmtc leads the series 1-0. He is at a match point, and his great chance of advancing further into the tournament. GraVe spawning in the lower left and Fmtc in the top right.
Yep. I mean, it is the Dutch StarCraft League, and obviously you're going to have a little bit of bias towards Dutch players in the fans, in the scene around it, and it's just great to see people like FMTC do so well. Like I said, I followed this guy for a while, and he's been showing that he's been improving, that he really likes StarCraft, he really likes the Dutch StarCraft League, he gives it all, and he has a good mentality as well, and I really like that. So I hope that he gets a chance to show it off. And GraVe is an excellent player from Poland, and he has been very good, especially in the qualifiers. But today he's been looking like he might not make it, and then last game as well. And it's going to be very hard for him. He has to show some of that magic that he showed against Neek in the games earlier, to really make this happen, because he's 1-0 down, like you said, and it's match point for FMTC.
And it's Nexus first into probably a gateway as well. That's a ballsy opening. If he gets away with it, then fine. And it also makes sense because, you know, lately a lot of the Zergs, what they have been doing was 3 hatching before pool on this map versus Protoss. Every single time, no matter what you do. Like, some Zergs literally do this without scouting anything. Like, just 3 hatch. I don't care. And actually it's not going to be a Nexus into a gateway, it's going to be an in-base forge, which is really interesting. I haven't seen an in-base forge expansion in almost forever, but I think this... I don't know, actually GraVe is scouting, so I don't know what's the reason for this. You usually open this way if you don't want to scout.
Yep, and of course FMTC gets the free scout with his overlords, so he will see where his opponent is. Maybe it's just a little bit scary with opening the gateway first, and he gets like super cheese, but the cannon is already done, so
Yeah.
seems fine. Like he does place the gateway first as a wall off, you know. So there could have been like some sort of crazy run by, but that had to be like a 6-pull. So the scouting would have been too late anyway. So I don't know why he's scouting.
That's the reason for the in-base forge, maybe, that, you know, he's only scouting with 1 probe. If it's a 6-pull, he might miss the Zerglings or scout his opponents too late. So at that point you'll have to give up your natural and write off the Nexus and all the buildings on the low ground as a loss, but you still have your forge, so you can defend your main by building a single cannon in your mirror line. So this is probably the reason, but again, I have not seen this in such a long time now. FMTC just going with a 2 base for now, mines 100 gas, gets his link speed, probably will take a 3rd base down here later on. Actually, I saw him click there right now, so he may be taking it as we speak. And this is going to be a, you know, this is a good middle way. You don't open gasless, and you're not entirely vulnerable to gateway attacks because you have that link speed, so you can hunt down probes, especially on a map as big as this one is, and you can surround stalkers with that speed a lot easier as well.
Yep, and it looks like we will see the Stargate from GraVe, something we haven't seen too often from him today. Actually, I think he opened. Well, someone opened Oracle once, but that didn't work out properly. But it was against the Terran player, so that must have been GraVe. But yeah, I mean, FMTC hasn't scouted this. No way he's gonna find out anytime soon. So he's gonna have to prepare for that regardless.
Whoa!
A lot of Zergling stuff.
This queen at the 3rd.
Yeah.
That might even go down if he's not microing the queen. Oh, what? FMTC, you could have saved a life there.
Yep.
And you just let that queen die. You know what? Never study medicine. I will not let myself be operated by you. You'd be like, oh, he doesn't need that stomach. And who just cut it out, you know? This close to saving the queen, this close, and he just lets it go. Oh, I'm so sad.
I was actually watching all the Zerglings run in, and I was like, "Yep, they're gonna get there in time." And then he didn't move the queen. I was like, "Oh no!"
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I just start getting to that point. Is he gonna get that last hit or not? And managed to do that. Hero Zealot, of course, because that's more than that Zealot expected. There are gonna be some Phoenixes, and they're gonna shoot the first Overlord. They are revealed as the Overlord flies in. I don't think that he's going to use them very aggressively. I feel like he's going to clean out the map, especially on this map. You see that a lot. You get rid of the Overlords and you use them for scouting and picking off the occasional drone, right?
Yeah. Now here's the crucial point of all of this. These 3 gateways that are just about to finish down here. Because what I feel GraVe is going to do, yeah, he's doing it. He's doing it. He's building proxy pylons. He wants to knock out the 3rd base, and the Phoenixes will help him do that. Because, you know, even with Spore Crawlers there, the Zealots will kill the Spore Crawlers, and then the Phoenixes can kill the Queens. There are a couple of Zerglings out on the map, and the pylons have been spotted, however. There are already Zealots in place, and a second Warpin will be coming in very, very soon.
Yep, it looks like the 4 Zealots are gonna try to repeat the success that their brethren had, and so far doing a good job. One queen goes down, the second one is being moved, but it's gonna move towards the Phoenixes, might get lifted off if he moves there, and he knows that. So it's gonna be a second queen goes down. There are some Zerglings to join in the fray. There are actually 5 Spore Crawlers on the way.
But this is too many Zealots. The third is in a very bad situation here for Fmtc. All the drones have been cleaned, and the Spore Crawlers are going to down as well. This is just too many Zealots already. I wonder if GraVe is going to keep warping in Zealots. If yes, it might be an overextension, but he should get the 3rd base for sure, despite 20 more Zerglings just now hatching. Oh, but they're going to try to counterattack. Not a good move.
Nope. Excellent attack by GraVe, I must say. Very nice the way he's using the Phoenixes to complement the Zealots from tearing down everything on the ground. And he's not losing a lot doing this, you know. He's just losing a few Zealots, but he's gonna make up that mineral count more than that by killing Overlords and such. And he's actually denied the 3rd base. He's making a 3rd base of his own, and FMTC is trying to pressure this. But I think there's too much proto shooters to really do anything here.
Well, first and foremost, there are sentries, so you know the sentries can hold out. They're in a very good position. I have to compliment GraVe on his building positioning right here. As long as those sentries can hold this location until the Nexus finishes, as they're trying to do with the force fields right now, then the Nexus cannon solves all GraVe's problems with the 3rd base, and it will not even come to that, as the Zealot Warpin saves the day before that. Very nice job by GraVe. I mean, he had a very nice attack figured out, and now he can even take out both the queens in the main base.
Yep, I mean, during that time, even though he counterattacked with the Zerglings, there were still Phoenixes in his base, and they've been doing an excellent job of picking up things left and right. A little bit too bad that he lost that queen in the main base. Actually, he has 2 Spore Crawlers there, but right now the supply is telling the tale. I would say GraVe is very much ahead in this game, leagues ahead in this game, because it's Zerglings against Colossus. That's not the position you want to be in as a Zerg.
Nope, and FMTC is trying to play the heavy Zergling style with quick, fast upgrades. Not gonna work on 2 bases, because this style usually is played off of 3 bases with an absurdly fast hive, finishing at 11 minutes 30 seconds. It's 12:50. Hive, nor even an infestation pit, nowhere in sight. The upgrades are too slow, too late, and the Protoss player, well, he hasn't incurred any economic damage. This style relies on you constantly harassing the 3rd base and killing off a probe here, a probe there, maintaining map control, none of which FMTC has at this point.
It was a little bit funny, like there were 6 Zealots trying to counterattack, and they started attacking one of the larvas that was left over at the
yeah,
base.
I hate that.
They were just whacking it for like half an hour. It was fun to watch, but there's gonna be a little bit of a scary push here from GraVe with the 2 Colossus, and these Zerglings gonna melt. He actually does catch his entry, which is nice, but Zerglings it's Zealot Colossus. That's the worst
GG.
nightmare.
It's GG.